Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory with me, Havoc. And I don't know what's going on there, but the light is not coming on for me properly, and by turning it around, that's too bright in my eyes. So it's not, I don't know, it's like it's not bouncing off the wall properly. I don't know, maybe it's something with the light, I don't know. Anyway, let's crack on. So in today's episode, we're gonna continue with our research and see where it takes us. So in the last episode we had just started producing supercomputers. Yeah, I know that looks wrong without the wall there. And so I've let it run a bit and produce enough computers for us to do the research. And I chucked the research in, that has just finished. And we're gonna crack on with that, see where it takes us. So let's open this up. Okay, nothing new there. Let's see what it says about the research.
New technologies have been developed based on this new element,
Up
primarily
tier
in
6.
power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 6.
Alright, let's see what we get. Advanced Caterium electronics. So we got more inventory slots. A tier 3 power pole. How many connections? 8 connections. Nice. That's not bad. I've read up on this. The geothermal generator. I don't think we're gonna get to that today. Maybe. Programmable splitter and the scanner for the geyser, which you can put that on. Splits conveyor belts in 3. You can set rules for each output to decide exactly where each part should go. So I think here you can have multiple things on one line and then split them up individually. So it's like a filter splitter. Alright, let's put that as a milestone. We got enough supercomputers for it, and just need to pick up some modular frames and motors. Let's do that. Modular frames, motors, and the supercomputers. Let's see what we have in our little container. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so motors and modular frames. So it's a tier 1 modular frame and motors. And another jump. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so we got some modular frames, and then motors are gonna be over here. I love the jetpack. Oh no, motors are they're gonna be one down, aren't they? Yeah, down here. Alright, there we go. And now we can jump off this ledge here. There we go. This one here. Okay, so that one and that one, and we can launch. Booyah!
Increasingly advanced use of Caterium applied. Geothermal power sources can be found and used as a more stable supply of power. Programmable splitters with unlimited filters can be constructed along with improved power poles.
Alright, so geothermal something. Kids are having a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but yeah, they're having a lot of fun down there. Ooh, that requires 8 supercomputers. That's expensive. This requires one of them, really? That's expensive. For just, what's his name? 2 more connections. I think we'll stick with the Mark II, to be honest. A lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Okay, so we're not going to build that, we're not going to do that. What I do want to do is check out this splitter thing. I know we've had a small splitter before, which we haven't looked at. Let's grab ingredients for what we need. Gee, that requires a supercomputer. Wow. We need some motors, and we need one of those AI thingy-majiggies. Alright, let's go pick those up. And up we go. Was a bit high. Alright, so motors? Was that motors or was that something else? That's the advanced motor, so we got a new pod to produce. So let's go have a quick look in what is required to build it. And I've gone too far. Here we go. Okay. So we've got an advanced motor. And you're probably going to tell me we can't produce it. Yeah, it needs a big machine. The big machine. What do we need? Production manufacturer. Let's spot one of them down. We get someplace where we can put it, please. Just so a spot there. Alright, so we need... is it not in this? Okay. So is it a tier 2 one? The assembler? No, we don't have that motor yet. So it's some sort of advanced motor, but we don't have it. That is very interesting. Is there something else that we need to research? Why don't we get the advanced motor? Is there something new now? No, just the hard drives, nothing special there. Pod launched, yeah. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. You don't actually give us the... Wait, what's in here? Oh yeah, different driver recipe. You don't actually give us the thing that we require to build this thing. Let me quickly double check the wiki, because that's always very useful. Why is that going to be? Production logistics by a smart waste splitter. No. Programmable splitter is a smart version of splitter that allows for setting multiple. Due to the crafting requiring turbo motors, a programmable splitter cannot currently be built. We can't build it. Lovely. That's exactly what we need. An item that we can't build. That's well balanced today, gents. Very well balanced. Alright, let's try and build a smart splitter and see what that's all about. So we need one of those AI thingies. That's a bit silly having an item in the game that we can't build. You know, you're not allowing us to unlock the race, but yet you allow the item in the game. A little bit silly if you ask me. Alright, we're gonna grab one of these doodads. And we're gonna build a splitter because I want to see what it's about. E to configure. Okay, so this is still a filter splitter like the other one. However, you can only define one item per thing. Hey, there's stuff like this you should have much earlier in the game. Much earlier. To be fair though, at the same time, I can't really see what I would use that for. Because we build belts for every single item. Where do we want to run more than one item on a belt? You know, we got actual delivery issues with some of the items. Why would we want to deliver more than one item per belt? I don't know. It's weird. Alright, let's have a look at the next item. The geothermal generator. Where is that? Power. And all we need is some smart computers. Now, I've had a look at the map. And there's supposedly 2 within our desert area. And I'm pretty sure I've driven up there before. We're about here. Means I have to cross there, go up that thing there. Not up there, okay. Yeah, I've definitely been there, I've died there. We're gonna go there and check it out. Do I have enough for 2 of them? Apart from the computers, yes. So, just need more computers. Let me just bring that back up screen. And then we're gonna take a little drive over there. And here we go, Geronimo. And you have stopped producing. Oh, nice. What I used. Okay, yeah. It said 8, so we're gonna take 16 minus the 2 that we got, so we need 14. Alright, so now we can't split it that way. Gonna do that, and then we'll put the rest back in there. And let's go for a little drive. Geronimo! Ah! Alright. As I said in the last episode, I did overclock, but it hasn't really done much towards the game. But to me that just means the game is just not optimized at all. Not at all. Alright, now if I can remember the route correctly, I'm gonna go this way, through the lagginess of it all. Oop, that was a big jump. I am busy working on something that I don't want to show you guys yet. So we're probably not going to connect these up because that might reveal my little project that I'm working on. I'll see if I can just connect it up off screen. Basically, we need to go on that little bridge there, get to the geothermals. And yes, I have used the Satisfactory map, which was linked in the last episode and will be linked in every episode after. Absolutely useful, very useful. Tricky to read it, in order to get used to reading it, shall I say. Once you're used to it, you can easily find where you are, where you need to go, and try and actually reference landmarks that's on it. This is a top-down view map, so spotting landmarks is a little bit tricky. Alright, so for some reason there's a lot of hatcheries here. Whoa! That's a bit aggressive, don't we think so? Okay, so we should have some geysers here. And it's gonna be these things here, isn't it? This thing's trying to attack me. I'm gonna have to kill it. Where's my basher? Where are you? Where are you? Stupid thing. Alright, so the geysers are supposed to be here. There. Just so it spew out there. Alright, so we're gonna have to fight these monsters. That's 2. Where's the last one? There you are. Ah, missed it. What have I just done there? Gotcha. That looks so sick. And another one there. So for those of you who don't know, geothermal is harvesting the difference in temperature and using that to generate electricity. That's one. Gotcha. Can be done in various ways, you know. So yeah, there's loads of ways of doing it. You can stick actual, you know, just covering the heat and heating something up, and you can get energy from that. You could. I've seen some strange systems. I've seen people literally collect hot water, steam. You know, steam as a form of power, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, condensation, and using the possible, you know, the flowing water of condensation. Not as effective, I would imagine, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna build a geothermal generator, and why can't we build it up on here? There we go. Right, so that's a big bulky machine. That was some noises. Interesting, very interesting. And this thing's when it does not work as intended. Please check power pole instead. Okay, so I haven't finished the menu on it, but we can use it. Alright, geothermal generator, we're gonna place one on there. And one power pole will serve for 2 of these. So these things actually produce 200, was it megawatts that they're working here? Yeah, I think it's megawatt. Yeah, 200 megawatt each, consistently without the need for fuel. That's why they say more reliable, but you know, our fuel source is reliable, I would say. But we can't even climb this ladder. There we go. Oh, and we jumped over. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So as the water pushes up, you can see it's collecting up in there and then releases the kinetic energy, I guess. I don't know, this is a weird way of doing it. I can't really figure out how this generates the energy. Very strange. I'm gonna have to look that up. We can have a little discussion about it in the next episode. Alright, but as I said, we're not going to hook this up now to our base. I'll do that off screen, because there's a little project that I'm working on. But since then again, we are running out of time. Or out of... not much left to do in this episode, is there? So I might as well show you guys the project I'm working on. Because there's another 13 minutes, and if you guys have a look in the background, you'll see there's a massive bridge there. That is the project I'm working on. I am building a bridge across the map. Not just across. I'm trying to build a bridge from east to west and from north to south, that you can jump off at any point and pick up. Whoa! How are we crashing into a freaking artifact? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna quickly drive back to base. Then we're gonna fuel up, because as you can see, we're almost out of fuel. And then we're gonna go there and try and build a link from that bridge to our new geothermal generators. Or maybe I'll just show you the bridge. Bugger off, you little weird monkey thing. Yeah, there you can see my bridge in the background. I just thought, you know, I'll do it because it's a nice big project, something to do, and gives us also a nice scope of how big the freaking map is. It's huge. It is very, very big. Alright, let's get up on our bridge. And it is very warm in this room today. Obviously when I record I close the window, so all the heat, or not close the window, I close the door, all the heat gets trapped inside the room, the heat that the computer is generating. Plus Mrs. got the heating on because she's a bit sick, so she's feeling cold. I should probably just turn off the radiator to begin with. Alright, so before we set off on our bridge, let's fill up your boy with fuel. I've got some fuel in the back here. A little bit, and as you can see I've been using a lot of concrete. We're just going to fill that up and then we're going to hit the road. So yes, welcome to bridge building simulator. And for the most part the bridge is at the moment just one aisle or one row. I do fully intend on expanding it because I've fallen off a few times. And we're gonna see how where we're gonna build off to actually connect our bridge. And there was a nice little lag spike. Those lag spikes are definitely connected to the CPU. The little stutters, I think, is a combination of CPU and GPU. It's like, I don't know, but the big stutter like the one we just experienced there, yeah, that is CPU bound. Right, so we're just gonna stop about here. Yeah, here I had to expand the platform because it fallen down here, I think 3 times. Yeah, those little stutters there, they're fine. Where's those generators? I think they're over there somewhere. Right, let's go up this ramp, and then we'll see. So as you can see, now we're heading true east, or almost true east. I tried to get the blocks aligned as best as I could. There we go, up. There's gonna be a lot of going up on this thing. There's those generators. So from around here somewhere, ooh, I'm almost falling down. Let's stop. From around here somewhere, we can build the T off. We can go to those generators, pick up the power, send it back to base. Why not? And there's more of those geysers. We're gonna be very close to one. Let me quickly reference the map. I think once we get up on that next, yeah, my bridge runs along here somewhere. So it's gonna be. Alright, I've got an idea of where that next geyser thing is. Right, so that is there. Whoa, I forgot about my little conveyor belt in the middle. Right, so that's a desert section. Should really look where I'm driving, eh? They cross there. No. So what am I looking at? That has to be this, isn't it? Yeah, that's this. Right, so there's an indent. But really, that geyser should be before that waterfall. Right, now, one thing I want to change is these ramps. Do not build the steep ramps. Oh, we might not be able to see that geyser. As you can see, it goes up. It does go up, but it struggles. At 22 kilometers per hour, I'm sure a character can walk faster than this. Ah, and we've made it. Right, I don't think we're going to be able to see that geyser from down here. But there is a geyser down there somewhere. If we connect those 3 up, that's already... Geyser should be down there somewhere. Let's see, there's a waterfall. I just can't see it. I can't see it. But yeah, I think we're going to definitely pick up all these geysers. There's another one close to the end here, supposedly. And yeah, so yeah, the ramps definitely need to change them so they the lower incline ramps. Just makes it easier. You can go up them at about 40 something kilometers an hour. Makes a huge difference. This thing's gonna break his gearbox doing this. Come on, climb, 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 you little lazy bugger. Ah. If you guys look in the middle of the screen, you can just see the sea whale floating there. Ugh, it's getting very bad. He actually flies through this bridge. We are actually on his flight path. I don't know if that's the same one, but there's one that flies through here. Somewhere around here actually, where I am now. He flies through it. Don't really want to sit around and wait, but yeah. Alright, so the next geyser, whatever the heck it's called, should be around... Wait, where's that body of water? Let me just drag the map along. Am I there? There's quite a few of them around, I have to say, according to the map. Might be a bit hard to spot them from here. But, ladies and gentlemen, where we are now is roughly the middle of the map. And that's why I put a T in here. So, this branch going that way, which is the one I'm currently working on, but yeah, this requires a ton of concrete. That branch going that way leads to the starter area. Where's that geyser? I think that's it there. Very likely that's it there. Anyway, so yeah, that leads to the easy start area, and if we're gonna go that way, we're gonna go into a snowy area, which is supposedly the harder area. The map's not linear, or the map's not square, we say. So where I say we're in the middle, it is almost in the middle, but it will be a longer distance that way and into there to get to the edge of the map, and it is going to our start area. Where's this whale thingy? I don't know. But yeah, this gives you an idea of how big the map is. It's absolutely huge. I'm not going to drive there because that's almost at the end there. But you look at that, you know, without having to drive around a lot of obstacles, we've used 20 units of fuel, and this is the good stuff, just to get to the middle. And then it's definitely a longer journey to get back to the easy start area. And we can't go there yet because I haven't digged that far or built that far. But we can definitely go to the top of that hill there. Ah, getting muscle spasms. There's a lot of geysers in this area, in this forested area. I think we're gonna try and pick them all up. Oh, laggy. Oh yeah, and I fell through the map. That was nice. I had to load again. I accidentally fell down here in this water, and as I jumped out of the vehicle, it always gets buggy when you fall down. Even though you're jetpacking, you don't die falling. It just glitches out somehow. So it fell into the water, and I just kept falling. I fell straight through the map. That was a lovely little experience. You know, these things are expected on the early access. So we are now quite high in the map compared to where our base is, but we're still not as high as the platform on the space elevator. It shows you how high that platform actually is. I'm gonna run this platform a little bit higher. This is just a place to turn around, and then we are gonna clash with that rock face there. So we are just gonna do a little turn next to it and keep on going. And that is going to put us, once we're past, yeah, I would say once we're past this red area, we are in the green area where the first starter base is. A little while to build to get to the end of that green area, but yeah, that is where we are. So I was going to try and finish this build and leave it as a surprise, but fortunately the episode sort of wasn't a lot of content left for the episode. But yeah, that gives you ideas. So from where I am now, from the T-junction, as you can see it's quite far to here, is what I would probably call a quarter of the way from the middle point to the bottom of a map. That's a quarter. If the way I'm looking at it is correct. And I'm pretty sure I'm not far off. That is a long way still to build. And tell you one thing, it takes time. Let's drive back to base, and we'll be halfway through a fuel tank by the time we get there. And then I am going to start linking up those first geyser things. I don't like these light transition things when you change through biomes effectively. You want to talk Minecraft style. I don't like it. It messes with you. But if you build a bridge like this, you can get to anywhere in the map, and when they actually start bringing some of the work in progress stuff into the game, you will much easier be able to get to stuff. Like the little S things, you know, the Mercer spheres, and all the power slugs, because for some reason I don't think the power slugs work. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that the overclocking crystals thingies don't work. Because I've tried them in some of the other machines as well, and nothing happens. I actually used them in the tier 2 miner. Oh, laggy. Right, so yeah, I need to be careful. Because if I drive down here at full speed, I will injure myself. So definitely need to slow down. Yeah, I've put them in the... We're gonna go visit that. and it doesn't seem to make any difference. Ah! Almost fell off. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference, at least in my eye. To me it looks exactly the same. The stats on the machine remain the same. What am I doing wrong? I'm not sure. Feel free to comment on the video. But yeah, it's a beautiful game. There's no doubting that, but yeah, it needs a long way to go. Okay. And yes, I want to take this thing, this bridge of mine, and it needs to be 3 blocks wide. No question about that. So you got 2 blocks to drive on, and 1 block to put your conveyor belts and your power poles on. Come on. Take it nice and easy over the conveyor belt. Now you might ask, why is this conveyor belt sitting here? When I'm building, I've got a good 1,000 concrete on me. So when I'm building, I'm just continuously going, building, and then I end up being quite far away from my truck. So what I do then is I put some conveyor belts on and use them to speed boost me while I'm jetpacking to get back to the truck, and it actually does make a difference. Makes a nice big difference. Especially because I'm using the tier 4 conveyor belts there. It really boosts you a lot more than just running, you know, endlessly. Think about it, use 6 concrete to do 8 meters, 8 meter block. So if I put in 1,000 concrete worth of blocks, that's gonna be 600, so let's call it 900 because I used the last bit to come back. This is 1.5, so 8. That is 1.2 kilometers that you need to run back by foot. Alright, here we go. This thing's full of these things, and to me it actually it does. Is it faster now? No, it can't be faster because it's still not using the belt at full capacity. Let's get these things out. Yeah, see, it stays the same. That to me looks like the exact same speed as it was before. I don't think these things do make any difference. I've tried turning it on and off, and to me that makes no difference. By the time I get to 250% original value, I would expect that belt not to be able to keep up. I'm sorry, but it should not be able to keep up. It should be building up in here. See, it still sends the same volume out. There's no difference at all. So, what am I doing wrong, guys? It's a little slider. Ah, this is what I'm doing wrong. There we go. So there we go. That's how you overclock it. I didn't realize that. Funny as hell. Okay, so let's try and get that thing balanced. I think 150 is probably more than enough. Alright, so we're still eating too much. Let's do 135. 89, 89, 90, 91. That's still too fast. Let's do 120%. Come on. That's nice. So it's full. So it stops and then it kicks in again. So you could run. So now we're pushing the full belt. That's good. 77. So at 110%, it seems to be able to keep up just fine with a tier 3 belt. So let's push it to 115 to make sure we are building more than needed. 76, 77, 76, 77. Where's that thing? Oh jeez, I'm already over the episode. Right, yes, that's it. So it's building up more than needed, so it will shut down and then start up again. So that is our perfect amount. 115% on a tier 2 miner. can keep up with a tier 3 belt. If I go and upgrade this belt, which I don't think we will need to, I think we're good on the Caterium ingots. But yeah, we have been consuming quite a bit. We're just gonna drive quickly straight there just to have a look at how are we actually building up ingots now, or what's the score. Even though the episode's getting very long now. That was not intended. But yeah, so the next episode's probably going to be a couple of days away. While I build my bridge, and then we'll go for a tour of the bridge. That's going to be what the episode's going to be about. Because I don't think there's any further content that we can explore other than actual exploration. Okay, so that looks all good, that looks good, that looks good, that's full, so we should be building up stock in here. Yes, we are. Yeah, that's all good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave the episode there. And I shall see you next time when I've completed the bridge. Cheers.